All right. So Cody, give it away.
Start three-quarters of the way down. Sure, okay.
Okay, yeah. So
Well, I mean, we had to skip Justin.
Yeah, Justin has strong opinions about Thor, which is weird.
So anyway,
Well,
yeah.
I have strong opinions about Captain
Okay,
America.
stop
and-
interrupting me.
Justin, please, come on, it's
Chaos is
Cody's time to
broken out on the
speak.
comic panel.
So, I generally, for Thor Ragnarok, I generally liked it. I think that it was maybe a little bit too funny at times, but for the most part, it was definitely the best Thor movie, and I think that the Marvel Cinematic Universe is kind of like, in one way, it's hit its stride. Like, I mean, granted, it could be argued that it's had its stride for a while, but it really knows what audiences want, and then on the other hand, it's really been like stuck in a rut of like not upping themselves.
Oh, it hasn't advanced from the stride.
Yeah,
It's in the stride, but it hit that stride way back in like 2015.
Yeah.
And we're still there.
Okay.
Actually, probably when Winter Soldier came out, it hit its stride.
Yeah.
I'll say Winter Soldier. That's when it started kicking off.
I mean, yeah, like of course the Avengers really kicked off maybe the race, but then it really found its place after Winter Soldier.
Well, yeah, because before Avengers, it was all theoretical.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, we've seen them all individually, but what happens when they all come together? And once at that, then yeah, that's started the race. It started with not Civil War, with Winter Soldier. But yeah, I think you're right. It hasn't advanced past that kind of peak that it hit.
Yeah.
It's kind of plateaued, which isn't bad.
Yeah.
Other than like Inhumans and Iron Fist.
Yeah, but I mean that's the.
But those aren't main. I'll even say those aren't mainstream because those are not movies. So
I mean, even Iron Fist, you like there are lots of people who have Netflix accounts, probably eclipsing cable potentially.
Maybe that sounds like work research.
Yeah. I am not claiming to be factual here. I'm simply stating.
This is very opinionated.
Simply guessing.
Yeah, simply guessing. It's an educated guess. But
slightly educated, just off of
memes.
Well, speaking of memes, specifically about Thor Ragnarok.
Lots of memes.
Yeah,
so many.
So many. There was.
I saw one and I didn't get it.
Yep.
There was a picture on Facebook, and it had a picture of Steppenwolf, and above the picture it said, like my face when DC fans criticize, the little things like Batman not having white eyes, or he also said one more.
Yeah, they're nitpicky.
Yeah.
Most fanboys nitpicky.
And then he said, but then Marvel dumbs down like Age of Ultron and Thor Ragnarok for comedy for children. And I will say, watching Thor Ragnarok, I would not say that it's comedy for children.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's so many curse words for a PG-13 movie,
and like so many like innuendos as well.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, that I don't think that's coming necessarily from the comedy standpoint. Is that like the stories, Thor Ragnarok and World War Hulk that Thor Ragnarok is loosely based on they are very dark stories.
Okay.
And they would not be. They're not something that like you would get for a kid as like their first like Thor or their Hulk book.
Yeah.
Because it's not really about the characters. At least World War Hulk isn't doing good. He's still a slave fighting other slaves for most of the book. So it's not a very light book. And I mean I can kind of see the viewpoint where Marvel dumbed down a book with lots of kind of like shades of gray, where it isn't just black and white, fight the bad guy, into well, here's the Grandmaster, here's the bad guy, here's Hela, she's a bad guy, fighter, just do it.
Yeah, that's true. Like, I mean, after we saw like good villain work in Spider-Man: Homecoming with Michael Keaton's Vulture, it was kind of like, like Hela just, she wants to take over Asgard because she's entitled, I guess, and doesn't really have any redemption.
I don't think she has like any redeeming qualities, because like the reason that she shows up and the reason that she was hidden away aren't like super explained,
Yeah,
Well,
I
I
mean,
think they're explained.
basically just
Wait,
because,
I mean, they're
watch your
explained,
words,
but
we don't want to spoil.
I mean, they're explained, but only if you're like ready to accept literally any explanation that the
Okay.
movie is going to give.
Okay.
If you want a good explanation, you're not going to get it.
yeah, I think that's true.
And yeah, I mean, like the motivations don't go much beyond entitlement and like want to kill because she's the god of death. So I guess that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't see the depth that like Kingpin had, or Michael Keaton had in Spider-Man: Homecoming,
Yeah.
or Loki even had in the Avengers.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
Where like he appeared to want something, but in reality there was a whole other plot behind him.
Yeah.
And
Or
Hela's-
even Loki in the original Thor movies, where like really he's just like kind of like going out against his family who lied to him. You know, that's a little bit compelling.
I mean, yeah, Hela just had that one dimension.
Yeah.
So, and maybe this is what makes me not a good critic, because when I watch a movie, I don't see that, like that one dimension thing. So yeah, I definitely need to like hone in on that.
Yeah, I mean, like, I definitely, when I'm watching a movie, I do it purely for enjoyment. Like, the first 10 seconds after the credits, I'm like, wow, what a great movie. And
But then you start remembering.
Yeah. Like, if you ask me what I thought of it, I'm like, that was great. And then it's like, huh. Like, it takes a pretty bad movie for me to be, like, trash from the start. Especially a superhero movie, because those are...
I mean, like, yeah, I mean, because even like walking away from Thor and Thor: The Dark World, like right after, they were okay movies. They were good movies. They were Marvel movies. They were fun.
Yeah.
And now you're asking me about it now that they're all trash. They're all bad.
Okay. I will say that I did not like Thor: The Dark World, not nearly as much as even the first movie.
Yeah, I didn't like it either. I generally just, like, I mean, I think that I didn't see that one in theaters. I saw it on home release.
That's part of it too.
Yeah,
you lose some of the experience.
Yeah, and like it just generally didn't seem together. Like it just kind of
things just kind of happen.
Yeah.
To Thor, just in general.
Mm-hmm. It didn't really seem like I didn't even know that the villain was
Malekith.
Malekith. Yeah, you got it. Malekith, the elf from one of the realms, the elf realm, apparently.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Marvel plays pretty fast and loose with Norse mythology.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, because like Fenris Wolf is like what's supposed to like eat the gods in Ragnarok.
Eat the sun.
And was apparently like Hela's mount in this movie.
So that was Fenris.
That was Fenris. That was big bad. Will murder all the gods wolf.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. And got beat up by the Hulk.
Yeah. I mean, like we
saw that in the trailer. Still not a spoiler.
I saw that, and he like lifted up the wolf.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, that fulcrum. I mean, how does that work?
He's strong. He's a strong guy.
I mean, the wolf is just so much bigger than him.
He's a big, strong man.
Yep.
That's his whole deal.
Very angry. Yeah, but anyway, getting back to the comedy aspect of it, I mean, I wouldn't say that like it wasn't adult though, because like I mean, even like past like maybe for lack of a better term, potty humor, there was like even the joke like we can't call them slaves, and like you know that kind of thing, and that was kind of dark humor, not children's humor. But,
I mean, I think part of it is the Pixar will put in jokes that are funny in one way and then are funny in a different way if you like can like analyze a joke as an adult. Where if you're a kid, you'll just get that first layer of joke.
Yeah.
I think there was part of that, and just because that we are able to like analyze a joke and get it, we're missing some of like the skin deep humor.
Right.
Whereas, and I mean, like people cursing are funny to kids.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but yeah.
It just is.
I mean,
because it's unexpected, you know. Like I mean, that's the root of all comedy is unexpected things, and so
like, in Civil War, when me and my family were watching it, my little siblings, when they saw that Peter Parker said the S word, they were like, "Oh!"
Yeah, see, you like it. It's funny.
I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
And so yeah, in case you can't tell, I do kind of agree with the sentiment that it was kind of just comedy for kids.
Mm.
I mean, not to say that it wasn't funny. There are still funny moments, but I mean, it seems like they went all in with the humor, and some of the jokes didn't land, for me at least.
So
Yeah.
And so I lost a little bit of it.
what the major comedy that I didn't like was around Hulk, like when
Really?
Thor was talking to Hulk, like that I didn't like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I think that's probably because it was paired with the most dramatic moments in the movie.
Yeah, I mean, there were humorous moments, but they, especially with Hulk, there were certain transitions that just didn't work from humor into what's supposed to be dramatic.
Yeah.
And there were just scenes that felt all wrong tonally, that were just all over the place.
Yeah, like, I mean, it's okay to shift from, like, having, like, humor and then, like, going down, but you gotta take it slow. They went, like, a full jump.
I mean, yeah, I think Civil War did it pretty well, where they had, like, some moments of levity, but there were, like, actual stakes and some drama going on.
Yeah.
But this was not the case.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, imagine Civil War, but, like, Winter Soldier and Captain America and Iron Man are, like, all, like, trading quips at that final battle.
Yeah.
Like, it's supposed to be dramatic, it's supposed to be the climactic fight scene, but everybody's joking around. You got no stakes.
Yeah, because, I mean, like, in the airport scene of that movie, it kind of made sense because everybody kind of had to realize, like, we're a bunch of people dressed in fancy suits and we're fighting. Like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we still need to do it.
And that was the biggest tonal disconnect in the movie when War Machine gets shot down and then Iron Man shoots Falcon.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's supposed to be. I mean, like, when I saw it, I thought like that in a moment of grief, Tony just like blasted Falcon with like a full force repulsor, and I mean, like, Falcon goes limp, so it felt like to me that like Falcon just got murdered. I just witnessed the death of two characters, not just one.
Okay.
But in the theater, when like Cody and I watched it, like 90% of the theater like busted out laughing.
Really? Well, yeah.